What's up, guys? Ladies and Little Drendel here. Just want to give you guys a kind of a small update. I haven't been able to put out videos for a little bit. Was planning on getting one out to you guys yesterday, but well, luck would have it, I ended up finding out last night on my way back when I got home from game night, which is something that some friends and I do at this family-owned restaurant every Friday night. Wow, I had planned out everything I was going to say, and now I got back last night around 9 something. Walked my girlfriend back around 11:50, and got home. I decided to hop on Facebook just to see, what's going on, and I found out that my uncle had passed away. And I got a call today from my mother. She, was calling to see how I was doing, and all that. I told her I was alright. I assumed she was calling about my uncle, and I told her I already knew. I saw a post about it. It sucks. Death is something that I can take. It takes a lot of personal meaning to me because I lost my grandfather when I was 16. Well, actually 15, going on 16. And I remember the day. It was June 13th or June 15th. Which one was it? It was 2003 Father's Day. I ended up losing my grandfather at 8:30 p.m. And for me, at first I was okay, but it finally hit. It hit me pretty hard when it completely set in that he was gone. Now, when I got word, well, I really didn't get official word in a sense. I ended up actually, like I said, I found out via Facebook, which for me, it's kind of the worst way to find out. But at the same time, it's kind of the whole... I don't know what the best way to word it. Somebody you didn't expect, I guess, that would die, finally does. At the same time, it's like, death comes for us all, one way or the other. It's only a matter of time before it actually happens. But it kind of got me thinking about, life in itself, about how, we as people, I'm not going to say we're a fragile species. We're pretty tenacious in sense. A lot of us has overcome a lot of bad things in life. And quite honestly, I think this is one of those things that to be overcome. The loss of an uncle, and for my dad's case, the loss of his oldest brother. Now, when I talked to my mother, it was actually around 2-3 o'clock my time. Well, actually, they're in the same time zone as I am, so I guess that really don't matter. But yeah, I had asked how my dad was, and she said that he seems okay, but was very quiet. Now, for me, it sucks going through the loss of a loved one. It's like kind of having a part of yourself just vanish right in front of your own eyes. It's amazing how life, in and of itself, can be possibly the hardest thing to go through, you know, because everyone's got their hardships, everyone has their obstacles, you know, some with disabilities, some that are bullied, some that just get, I don't know, just get treated like they don't matter. And I know that feeling on a personal level because I got treated that way for the longest time. Sorry if I seem a little distracted, guys. I'm playing a Destiny as I go through this video. Right now, it's just, you know, for my dad, I'm probably the most concerned over, along with the rest of my dad's side of the family. My dad being the youngest of 7. My deceased uncle, the oldest. I can't comprehend what my dad must be feeling because, I mean, I can, at the same time I can't. The reason I say I can, he's my father. And I know what it's like to lose a family member. Like I said, lost my granddad, but this is my first, I guess, aunt-uncle that I could say I've lost. Unless someone died that I don't know about, which I don't think anyone else has. But all in all, it makes me, the more I think about it, the more I appreciate life. Reason being the fact that, my uncle, you know, he looked at things, he always had a smile on his face, he always had a story, a joke. You know, he looked at things in a very positive view. Like, he lived life, instead of by quantity, he lived it by the quality. You know, so even if, you know, if you die at a young age, if the years were good, you know, that's all that should matter, you know. And the more I think about it, the more I see the wisdom behind those words. Kind of makes me wish, in a sense, that I'd had thought about it a lot sooner. At the same time, though, it's kind of the whole, I guess you don't realize what you got until it's gone. You know, it's like you don't really appreciate life until that person, that thing, the thing you said that you would never lose, and you lose it. You know, it can be. I can imagine how hard it must be for my dad's side of the family, especially my grandma. You know, this is the first son she's lost, or first child. You know, my aunt, the rest of my aunts and uncles are, I guess, okay. But I just worry because, you know, it makes me realize that family is important. And for me to be, you know, from my dad's side of the family being over about 1,000 miles away, while I'm here, I don't know. It's hard to. It's one of those things where I wish I could be there. At the same time, my life is here. You know, it's much as I don't want to admit that there's nothing I can do. Part of me tries to hold on to that, you know, that positive. There's always something that can be done. It's not too late, or, you know, all that. But sometimes I kind of need to understand that and this is a childish thought. I'm sure you guys will probably think of that, maybe. But the more I think about it, the more I wish I was home. And because of the fact I won't see my family really until what? I think Christmas or Thanksgiving. That's an up in the air discussion. But yeah, it sucks no matter how you look at it. Now, I'm not gonna say that's use it as an excuse of me not putting out videos. Trust me. But even though family does come first, you know, family, friends, life. First you work, then you play. And one of the things in life I had learned that I feel one of the things I can take away from it is the fact that, family is, once you lose it, it's gone. When you lose a family member, they're not really exactly coming back. I mean, they live on in our hearts, yes. That much is a guaranteed fact of sorts. My issue is just the fact that, not being able to do the things I would want to do, just wishing that I could have done more. But at the same time, I started to appreciate life more. And maybe it's just because of the fact that, I don't know, because of the fact that I've just dealt with the things I've dealt with. I think eventually there will be a time where we all see our loved ones once more. That much I believe. But at the same time, I don't know, what to make when it comes to deaths in families. There will always be someone that's lost a husband, a brother, a mother, a father. Death is probably one of the most unbearable things to deal with. The loss of a loved one, someone who means the world to you. But at the same time, it's the whole, it's the same million questions. What can you do? So if there's one thing I can say that I've learned from the life I've lived, it's the fact to always be proud of who you are, where you're from, cherish your family, because before you know it, they're gone. So, yeah, that's kind of my thing about it, guys. I'm still kind of working around the shock. It sucks that it happened. That he had to pass. At the same time, no, we're not immortal. Guys, we gotta accept life, death. Death's a part of it. It's a matter of principle. A matter of what's the best way to word this? Acceptance, I guess. Even though I've lost someone close, a family member, I still keep him close to my heart because of the fact that hey, he wouldn't. My uncle wouldn't want me to be miserable. He would want me to always have a smile. Always move forward, look to the days ahead. Never live life by the years, live life by how good those years were. Instead of quantity, choose quality. I think that's the biggest lesson I can say that I took, that I learned as a result of everything that has happened. Now, death is one of the things I think many people, be it parents, children, friends, family, we all fear it. And that's noticeable and it's understandable. At the end of the day, and this is something that I've had to come to terms with, at the end of the day, it's not the experiences that make us who we are. To me, it's what we do with those experiences. It's how we learn and move forward from them. To me, that's what makes us as people, as a civilization, how we learn from our mistakes, how we learn from experiences in life, and how we take those in stride and move forward. So that's my little update for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy this video. You guys want to leave a like on this. I'm sure I've just rambled on, and if that's the case, I'm sorry. But life is capable of throwing a lot of wrenches in your gears, whether you like it or not. And one thing I've learned is that I miss my grandfather, but I know he would want me to be happy and to live life to the fullest. So that's my video for you guys. Feel free to like this if you want. If you want to subscribe, feel free to subscribe for more content. I'll have my Twitter link in the description down below. I might eventually put my Facebook if you guys want to follow me on Facebook or Twitter. Just that sort of thing. It's really your call. You don't have to. If you do, I would thank you. But I would rather take life as it comes, live by the day, and cherish every moment, because you never know when the day you get up. You never know when you fall asleep or die. The day you will never see the light of day again. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, feel free to hit the like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more content. And I hope you guys have a great Sunday evening. Keep it real.